Hey, it's Massage Me Tony. Da, 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 da. This is my cupping stuff. So, I finished my 2 day certification of cupping. I took it in another city with an instructor, and it was a part of a 4 day certification course. But you needed to get at least the fundamental courses, which was days 1 and 2, in order to have the certificate. So you could take the other 2 days individually or as a whole, right? But you need the first two to get the certification. So I did days 1 and 2, which was the fundamentals of cupping. Day 3 was lymphatic drainage. Day 4 was like was not MLD, which is manual lymphatic drainage. It was like MCT or something like that. It was like, I think it was more pain management type stuff, which I didn't have no interest in, so I wasn't going to do it. Lymphatic drainage I was interested in because you learned about the face, you learned about, the techniques for that. It would have lined up perfectly with the course that I'm going to be taking, excuse me, later on this month, which is manual lymphatic drainage. So disappointed. I was booked on this past Saturday, so I couldn't do anything for that course. I mean, I didn't want to pay the extra money, but I would have if I was available. The class was every day was 9 to 5 ish. So the 2 days that I went, Thursday and Friday, they were 9 to 5. I had to get up at like 6:45 in the morning because I had an hour commute. I wasn't staying down there because I didn't want to leave my granddad at home. So I just decided to go ahead and drive down there every day. And that wore me out because, we would be ending at 5, but think about it, like, traffic is usually a thing, especially since it's evening and people, the morning traffic is one thing, but the evening traffic is a whole nother thing because everybody in their mind be trying to leave jobs, they be trying to get home, they try to do all this shit. So I just was like, I don't want to leave immediately at 5:30 or 5. Let me wait until like maybe 6, see how that goes. But when I was on the highway coming back on Friday, it was like I was almost in tears. That's how tired I was. Like, I was just so emotionally overwrought that I had to drive back and I was tired. It was just a mess. So I recommend, if you're going to get CEs somewhere else outside of your city, if you can, if you have the money, can stretch it, can loan the money from like a friend or something like that, I would definitely book a hotel and stay on site, so to speak, because it makes it a lot easier to deal with. So I was like, never again. But I will consider this other school. It was a massage school that does the continuing education credits. Not all massage schools offer continuing education credits, but likely they will. It's just like another moneymaker, really, to be honest. And the alumni sometimes come back to the school, and then also practitioners come to the school that they get introduced to the students, stuff like that, especially if students are just graduated or something like that, they're taking classes too. So while I was there, I got to meet some of the students that were there. Like, it wasn't long conversations, but like, we're an inspiration for them because we were once students, and maybe at our school we had continuing education credits, and we were meeting people that were in the field for several years that weren't necessarily our teachers. But yeah, getting and meeting and interacting. And then also at these sorts of things, you meet people who've been in the field 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years even. The instructor has been doing this for like 20-ish years or so. And then, you meet other practitioners too. So I met an acupuncturist. They were taking this class, right? So it was a really good experience. Now, let me get the book and then I'll come right back. So, remember when I showed you guys the books that I had for cupping? Well, she was the instructor. So the author of this book, Guide to Modern Cupping Therapy, was our actual teacher. So she taught us this weekend, and it was a great thing because we got to see her demonstrate these things, and then we had hands-on. So the program structure was like this: for about a few hours, 2 or 3 hours, we had instruction, demonstration, went to lunch for an hour, came back, got worked on for an hour, hour and a half, did work on someone else for an hour, hour and a half. And that was days 1 and 2. And I believe it would be the same for days 3 and 4. She was really nice, really cool. She owns her company, her own company. And so she's able to kind of go around and do this stuff. So, yeah, this is the book. Just like that. This is the book, right? And so there's that. So she also has some more books that are coming out, she said. So I'm going to take a peek at those, maybe on Amazon, see if they're on Amazon in a while. But yeah, so we went through the entire body save the face. So we learned about the hands, forearms, shoulders, back, neck, glutes, legs, posterior, and like the whole body. So we did a bunch of techniques with these. So with the tuition, we got 1 set of these over here to your right with the pump and this, and then the silicones. After the course, because I was so enthused, I decided to get a second set of these in additional to these. So these weren't with the tuition. You had to pay for them separately, but they were very cheap. So you got 4 of these, right? And technically these are face ones, but she was showing us little tricks of how to use it on your hands and your feet. So yeah, there's that. And then we went forward. Use these silicone ones, and then use these, right? So these are the larger ones, mostly for your glutes. This is the next size down. These are magnets in here, and so in the advanced classes that she teach, I think outside of this 4-day weekend, you get to learn about the magnets that are in these, right? So set, this is set. The only one that isn't a set are these two. This one is curved, and so we learned how to use this one around the neck. We learned how to use it, you know, anywhere where there's like, anywhere where this curvature would make sense. So we did that. These are the smallest sizes, so most likely these would be your face ones. Then the next size up, we use these for the neck. So yeah, so this one did make sense around parts of the neck, but not too much. Anyway, so it comes with this little pump here. Let me get the little piece. So let's see. Okay, so I have a little bit of oil. So we didn't have to bring our tables for the class, but we did have to bring oil, a hand towel or two, and some sheets, right? So I'm gonna put this on my arm, get it on there, a little bit of thing. Hopefully I can do this in front of you guys. This is for me. Take this. Pick one of these up. First of all, you gotta take the little magnet out. So let me take that out of here. I believe you can just twist it off if I remember correctly. No, let me see. Let me reach in there with this like that. Oh no, how can I do it? Let me see. Hold on for a sec. Let me get it. I got it back. Okay, so take this, take a little, right, like that, and then trying to show you guys how to do it. And then you were supposed to, like stick it, and then there you go. There you go. So that's what it looks like. And you don't have to do it real tight, maybe 1 or 2 pumps, and then you would kind of look at it. And so that's the cup. So I learned that the whole weekend, right? I learned about different contraindications. I learned about different issues that we had with the body. I'm going to try another one. And it was a really fun experience to just try these out. I prefer these with the pump over the silicone ones. So, good. Put it on here. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Yep. Sometimes it catches and sometimes it doesn't, but also I'm working on myself, so can't really do too much. But yeah, I really enjoyed this class. I really enjoyed where we were going. I wanted to really take that lymphatic drainage course. I think I would have been set, because I am so interested in learning manual lymphatic drainage, and not for the post-op, for just detoxification and that whole thing. So yeah, but this is the cupping set. These are the cupping sets 1, 2, and 3, and here's the pump. And if you've taken cupping courses, how have you liked them? Have you enjoyed cupping? Have you not enjoyed cupping? Where you going with it? Let me know in the comments. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.